my quest became trying to figure out how I was going to make disciples in the midst of the tyranny of the urgent. All right, I'm so excited today because I got my first batch of the Disciple Makers Planner. Now, let me tell you a little bit about why I've come to realize I needed something like this right here. About 14 years ago, God captivated my heart with a desire to make disciples for the rest of my life. That became, one of the big goals of my life was to be a part of fulfilling the Great Commission by making disciples who would then invest their lives in making more disciples of Jesus Christ. And so I read some amazing books at that time, things like The Master Plan of Evangelism by Robert E. Coleman, which is like just an amazing study on the life of Jesus and how he trained the 12. And that was his master plan for world evangelization. Read a lot of other great books as well along that line. And over time, reality kind of set in that if I wanted to make disciples with my life, I was going to have to find a way to do that, but also not neglect the other basic things that I need to do in life, like have a job and now raise kids and be a faithful husband and take care of my wife and provide shelter and maintain my house and my car and all these different things that you just also have to do in life to just keep the basic things going. And God has designed us to be people with needs. We need to sleep. We need to eat. We need to have shelter. We need relationships. And so my quest became trying to figure out how I was going to make disciples in the midst of the tyranny of the urgent. There are all these tasks that have to be done in life, but at the same time, we don't want to lose sight of one of the big goals of fulfilling the Great Commission and making disciples. So I realized that if I wanted to be able to do this at our time in history, in our culture, I was going to need to learn some time management skills in order to make the best use of my time. So I began doing somewhat of a binge study on productivity and time management and read some great books: Deep Work, The Power of Habit, What's Best Next, How to Get Unstuck, read Spiritual Leadership as well. Another great one was Free to Focus, which kind of synthesized a lot of the best practices from some of these different productivity books and books about habits and the way our brain works. And one of the things that I came away with was I couldn't keep everything up in my mind. I was going to need to use some sort of a paper system or an app or something like that. So I began trying different systems, but over time I realized that there's really something to a paper planner. Okay, and so I tried out different planners such as this, lower end Amazon day planner. Most of these have some similar features on them. They usually have pages for each day of the week where you can write down your top 3 goals for the day. You can write down your schedule for the day and a page for notes. And a lot of planners will include other things. One of the best planners that I ever came across was Michael Hyatt's Full Focus Planner, which is advertised as 1 part life coach, 1 part day planner. The reason it's advertised in some way as a life coach is because it has some amazing features in it that basically force you to develop habits that are going to lead to success in accomplishing your goals. A goal sheet. It has pages for a weekly time map. It has pages for thinking about your habits and rituals that you're going to cultivate in your life. And then the main part of the planner, the meat of the planner, are the weekly preview sheets and the daily sheets. And the weekly preview sheets really help you plan out your week. And then the daily sheets, once again, kind of like any other planner, it's going to have a place for your top 3 goals for the day, for a place for you to write out your schedule, and then a note page. There's a lot of great things about this planner, but one of the downsides is these things are extremely expensive. I think they're about $50 a piece, and they last for 3 months if you use them as you're supposed to use them. Now, it's worth every penny. You think about $200 a year. You can't pay a life coach to meet with you on a daily basis for anywhere near that. I mean, it would just be an astronomical fee. And so $200 is really worth every penny of it, but it is still expensive. And I just started thinking, can I justify doing that? The other downside to it was this was really made for a businessman. And I wanted something that would be like this, but that would also help coach me in the habits for effectively making disciples as well. And so that's where I came up with the idea of making a planner that was geared towards disciple making. And I came up with a Disciple Makers Planner. And so what this has done is it's incorporated the best practices of productivity and applied it to disciple making. And so at the beginning of this planner, there's going to be all sorts of resources for you to help you think about making disciples, starting discipleship groups. It's going to help you think about who you're reaching out to for evangelism. It's gonna help you plan out discovery Bible studies with non-believers, as well as discipleship groups with those who are already Christians. It's got resources at the back, but then it also has a lot of the same types of material that you'll find in a high-end expensive planner, such as the Full Focus Planner. Now, you're not getting, the strap and the bookmarks and everything, but you're getting what you need, and it's at a way better price as well. So if you're interested in this, I'll put a link in the description to Amazon, the Amazon page for this, and please let me know what you think. Try it out, and this might be a great option for you and for your team and for the people that you're discipling as well, to begin really engineering your life towards making disciples of Jesus Christ, who will then multiply. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was helpful, and see you in another video.